Change it. Change it. Welcome back. Thank you, Zero. You have ignited again a spark of wisdom combined with a lot of inspiration and craziness in Lucas. And now he remembers what he is here to do. So, hi, I'm Lucas, I'm Channel Source Consciousness, and I'm appearing here as your security master of navigating your mind out of construction, projection, forecasting into unpredictability. Because your brain is able to do that. It has got the capacity, and I'm going to tell you how you can do it by showing you where everywhere you are already doing exactly that for you to become more of the anomaly that you are. For everyone who is new here, hi, I'm Lucas, I'm Channel Source Consciousness, and I'm doing a lot of crazy, weird stuff because it's fun. Okay, so the topic of today is, thank you, Zero, again, how to become the anomaly that you are and how to step outside of the movie that your brain predicts. Here, because your brain is your greatest friend, you say, thank you, brain, that you have estimated like an AI some possible forecasts for me, for living, and I decide that I'm gonna stay in the here now and I'm gonna do whatever I want to do because I am the one having you, and so to speak, I am the one ruling you because I am fed up with the way you have been trained to do tricks. And like a dog, I am retraining you right now. And I promise you, my beloved brain, it's gonna be fun. And we all know that you love fun. You thrive on dopamine. You thrive on serotonin. You thrive on it. And we will now make you remember by show you how. Okay, here comes the story. Making things differently. It's easy because you go against the grain. Okay, if you are someone who is identifying herself, himself as artist, you may or may not do art like this. Here I want to say congrats, my friend Kevin. Thank you for being a so good model for your photographer. And on Instagram I gave you a shout out and I thank you for, yes, because I created this collage. And here you can see how easy it is to just go with the flow. Your mind will give you forecasts and predictable action steps for creating art, for example, or for writing a letter, or for decorating a card, or for baking a baking soda, baking with baking soda, and you could pimp it up. For example, here, I am breaking the rules by changing it up. Okay? So next time you have got something, just fly and thrive on the idea of creating something that is different. Okay? Next idea. You all know that we create step by step. Wisdom spoon by wisdom spoon. Inspiration by inspiration. Dolores Cannon can be here a reference point because every time she's explaining something to the audience, how her huge universe of her books has been created by her, she says, and then they left me with this information and gave me a new one when I have digested the information they already gave me. And this is how we work in order for you to work with us. 444 on the watch. Step by step. Step by step. Okay, here comes the thing. Dot by dot. You don't have to tell your brain where it's going, just go with the flow. And maybe then you can frame something, or you can decide something or not. Or you can make a plan and then deviate from it because you have sensed, I want to make it differently. Okay? Another thing I want to show you, one moment. I just take you with me because it's so nice to go with you. Maybe you know Bashar, channeled by Daryl Anka. He has invented some sigils, some symbols that help us to get into specific brain states and specific receptional states by focusing on the symbols. And I have been drawn to the symbols. And I created this. But this is a multi-layer art piece. First, I did something I didn't know what it's going to be for the background. Then I experimented with the layers for the color because it was fun to make. And then for a long time, until I got the last spoon inspiration, I drew the symbols above, and then I felt, oh, this baby is ready. This creation is ready. This, there's nothing to do right now anymore. And now it's standing in my room. And the same you can do with the dot paintings, or with structural paintings. They're not here. Okay, so you just have a stick. You just have a pencil, a pen, and then you just start dot by dot doing something. I didn't know this would come out. I had no idea, but it's beautiful in the end. And I went with the flow. And because I liked this part, for example, I made these parts as well. And this is handmade. And this is no sales funnel, okay? It's just, I made it myself. It was so fun just to place dot by dot by dot. And I got better and better and better and better in it. Yeah, and it looks good. And yeah, and the sigil is somehow, I have always been drawn sigils, even as I have been a little one. A little human body with a huge mastermind of self-consciousness. I have been drawing during the bus ride, when I was waiting for something. Get me a piece of paper, get me a pencil, and I was drawing. Now I know it has been light language because I was drawing symbols and sigils and I don't know what. Now another. Please start. Do something. Yeah, we will show you some more ideas. So if you have got wood somewhere, and you have the feeling of, I don't want to get rid of it, but my logical brain is telling me I have to get rid of it, and a lot of spirituals say I have to get rid of it. Yes, you have to get rid of it as soon as your decision to leave this resource unused, untransformed, unrecycled, manifested in its potential that just arises as soon as you wish to give it potentiality, then you have to get rid of it because you have decided to. And if it is kind of in a pendulum way, like for me, I have decided, or more or less, to sell some books, and still the books are waiting for me to be sold. Bought ones, not written ones. I cannot sell them because something is there for me, and now I know what it is, looking again into it and create new books out of it. Yeah, create new books out of it. So, and I was collecting a lot of stuff that my human mind considered to be somehow useful, but didn't know for what. But my higher mind, my superconscious mind, my weirdo mind said, this can become an art piece. Take it with you. So I did, and so I came into possession of a lot of wood and materials, and now with me making more room, more space for getting into the zone, into the frequency, into the state of being receptive for creation of creative thingy-bingies. I feel the urge, I feel the pull, I feel the magnetization towards these things, and then I create. For example, this. I love things. No one has taught me. I am certified by source. Yeah. I love it. I don't know why, but I love it. And it's so spontaneous. And now it's waiting here. Yeah. In my perception, in my reality, there are some exhibitions right now, and my REM, reticular system, which is always more and more and more guided by my higher self, because sometimes they are making like. And yesterday, even, they let me open up a book and focus my gaze onto two words: well done. And I was like, you can't make it up. You can make it up. First, the possibility of opening randomly a page where exactly these words are, or other words, for giving me the message: what you have done right now in the moment is well done. And higher consciousness, source, your guides, your spirits, your angels, your dragons, your certified ascended masters are always communicating with you through the reality like it is. And you then apply the mythological decoding system, if you please do. Yeah. So another thing, when I was on rehab or something, I used to paint every day, and this, something like this, emerged. Now I know what it is. It's yin and yang, masculine energy, feminine man energy. Yeah, waking up of the heart, everything in balance, and being guided by source light. And in the background, it's the heart field, it's the mother field of creation, it's the 0 point. She's even pointing to the 0 point, no? And it is about creation. Maybe this is a manifestation of the Shiva Shakti energy that is contained in this form and showing us it is beautiful. Oh, now I get it. Now I know why it's blue, because Shiva is blue, no? A lot of gods and deities in the Buddhism are blue. Yeah, maybe like that. And you can just do that. And to show you that you don't need to know what you are doing because it's fun for you. You are remembering. This is the fun part. This creative 1212 on the watch, this creative urge, this creative wave is intelligently enough to just make you do things in a particular way for you to thrive on it, because you are already deeply connected to at least your own inner Akashic records, which is stored in your DNA, in your everything that you are informational, and you are logged in the social consciousness around us that is built by all the other humans and all the other thingy bingy. And because of that, which is all surrounding us, we have got the consciousness from the internet, we have got the consciousness from the Care Bears, we have got the consciousness on your mobile phone, we have got the mobile phone is an own universe, because every time you open it up, there is the consciousness of the app 1, there is the consciousness of YouTube, there is the consciousness of YouTube channel 1, there is the consciousness of blah. It's all accessible right now for you, and it is so easy for you to get lost in translation. And you may or may not, and you will find out that when you are looking, seeking for an answer, you will find at least thousands of possible creations that give you the answer. And for you is then to just decide, okay, I have right now listened to 5 people giving me kind of the same answer. I have got the answer, let's go. And this is breaking the rule, breaking the flow, breaking the analytical processes of your mind, because it is not doing you any good going on and 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 on, telling you what you already know. You know that there are billions of news sources of other people telling you the same. But because you think someone is telling you that you don't know yet, but would be useful, you make yourself going into the cage of wisdom. Apply it. Apply the wisdom you have already gotten, and then you will see exactly what information you need, and then you will have a more specific question for you to go on in the particular step, process, phase of the creation you are in right now. And then your research on the internet or in library or in your consciousness or asking will be more precise, because then you have gotten more clarity on where you are at. For example, we despise complete courses that are so general that in the end you know nothing but the general basic stuff that you may or may not have already figured out by just trying and playing with the tool. Because you have played with the tool, you have the general questions, you have general wisdom, and you have now specific questions. And these specific questions are answered differently. Yeah, you don't need a course who describes you how to use AI in the basic need, because you are doing it. I don't know for how long, and I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are using it. So you would need just to apply with the knowledge of AI. And maybe you are creating a song, and then you create your song on your own, and you come to a point where it's clear, oh my God, I want to pimp up this song by doing this and this and this and this. Where do I find the source for it? And then you can look it up, or you can just experiment with it. And then everything will be. The thing is creation. You create by doing and acting. Yeah. Create. Yeah. Creare. Okay. And sometimes messy things are not messy, are magical. For example, this piece. Here. I love it. I love it. This reminds me of Quetzalcoatl, yeah, of a dragon. I once have had an OBE as a child. And this reminds me of a cat, Divinity. Look at that. It's the first time I have seen that it could be a cat. And this is like a frame. And the frame is opening. And the love is guiding your way. And I just did it because I was bored. And then... yeah. Another example is, oh God, maybe they have taught me by using the colors what it is. Another frame, the frame of wisdom, which dark side is, because it's heavy, creating wisdom for creating wisdom without creating action. Yeah. I mean, what good is it to have read billions and billions of baking books without even having tried to apply it? You're stuck in phase 1, asking. And the ask is, how does it feel to bake? Oh, because I don't want to have the feeling right now, because I fear I would do it wrong. Abraham Hicks would say, okay, next desire, you fear you can do it wrong? We will show you information. Here is information. Oh my God, here's information, but still I feel I could do it wrong. Okay, we are showing you now channels of people who are baking on the internet with fun. Here you are. Oh no, I don't have a kitchen like they have. Source is running in circles and getting bored by your demands that are leading you away from original demand, which there is baking. But because Source is love and universe is love, they are even showing you now the kitchens you could buy to feel yourself better. And now you have got the kitchen, maybe you have afforded it by selling something else, you buy the kitchen, and then the kitchen is there, and then you say, oh my God, it was so hard to read all these books, to watch all these channels, to make the money for buying the new kitchen, I don't want to bake. Or you say, fuck, I want to bake right now. I want to know how it is to experiment with all the resources that are available for me in order for me to look where my guidance is leading me to, and how the cake is going to turn out. Is it even going to be a cake? Or will it be a muffin? Is it going to be a muffin? Or will it be a pie? Is it going to be a pie? Or is it going to be a Würstchen im Schlafrock? Something that is more hearty, because I fill in some meaty stuff in it. Is it going to be sweet or soury? There are so much possibilities to... sorry guys. To discover in the way of going. Once a professor at university told me, when you are open for everything, you are not focused. Wenn du für alles offen bist, bist du nicht ganz dicht. It's like having a box. When the box is open for everything, the box is not secure, it's not proper to contain, okay? So one thing, focus. Second thing is there is a difference between knowing that and knowing how. The nice thing is, and we all know it, you know it, because you have experienced it at school. Knowing how. You come to the world and you learn the language and then you speak the language because you have learned it, right? This is know-how. You know how to speak on a level of perception. And then comes the school and they want to tell you knowing that. And then we at school you are taught the systems of grammar. And suddenly you start to forget how knowing that is applied because it's too... Natural acquisition of language is knowing how. This is how Source works. We are giving you information in a way that you can easily absorb it and then you have got it. Apply it. No baby comes to the world with a language manual and learns months and months and months all the grammatical phenomena that are here on the world. It was stupid. It's not doingly. It's not doingly. It's not perfectly. And even if someone knows that if sentences are built in that way, maybe this person isn't able to do that all the time correctly. So this is the difference between I know that, but I can't apply. As someone who knows a lot about that, you can maybe try to write a book about it because it's wisdom. You can speak about that. And when you are gentle with you, you can do one step at another. Yeah? Okay. This was the transmission for today. Okay, I'm getting through. You can leave right now. You have received anything you didn't know you would receive, and I didn't know I would channel this way, but it was fun. And if you love these kind of stuff, information, and bringing yourself back into alignment by redirecting your brain, consider to follow my channel, leave me a like, share this stuff. Consider to share this stuff. This helps to get the message out. And that's it. I have fun doing this for you because it's the way I'm living. And with that, my beautiful friends, 222 on the watch, 2244 on the watch. With that, my beautiful friends, we say to you, Namaste, thank you for being here. Have a great day and see you later, alligator. Bye.